So I saw an interesting video the other day, and it kind of brings up a pretty interesting topic. So I want to ask everyone, if you see someone, more specifically, if you see a man on the side of the road or in an intersection assaulting a woman, what would be your response? Would you stop and go up to him and be like, hey dude, look, this isn't your living room. If you guys like it rough, just go out there. Or I don't know, maybe your girlfriend or wife should call the cops and just move on with your life. Or would you go as far as pulling a gun, trying to intimidate the guy? There's a lot of options that can be made, but ultimately in a situation like this where it doesn't involve you, you really have to think about the consequence that you're looking at. I think that's the thing though, is people have to think about what is gonna happen to them before they act on someone else's behalf. So I'm gonna play this video. It is pretty damn interesting, and I just wanna see what everybody would do here, because I personally think the guy who pointed the gun at the guy is wrong. I think he did a noble thing, risking his freedom by protecting a woman, but I think there was probably another route to go.
Hey! Get your hands off of her! Get the away from me! Get the away from me! I have my daughter! You get the away from me! Get in the car! Off of my daughter, right now!
Go. Let's go. You want to get on the back of my bike? Come on, it's okay.
Don't keep walking up to me! Go. Get her out of here, right now.
I love you, Dad.
I love you, bub.
Everything's alright.
I'll meet you at Fuzzy's. I'm not gonna stand there and watch somebody put their hands on him, though. I need you to hear me. I am sorry that I scared you.
You didn't scare me, he scared me.
Okay. I'm sorry that I put you in that situation, but I cannot stand there and watch a man put his hands on a woman. Do you want to stay with me or do you want to stay with...
Can I go with Dad? Absolutely.
I'm sorry I put you in that position, Bug.
It's fine. I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
He sucks.
Yeah, he does. So here's the thing. We're not going to turn that guy in because that woman decided to defend her man for hitting her. So if she would have been, oh my God, save me, blah, blah, blah type, then I would have had you get on the back with and I would have had her get on the back with me. And then we would have gone straight to the police station. And since she wanted to stay in it, that's her personal choice.
So this is a really tough situation because at the end you clearly heard that they didn't turn the guy in because his wife was, or girlfriend was okay with letting him hit her, which is despicable, and I don't know, that's absolutely nuts. But what I'm more focused on was the decision to pull the gun at that point the right thing to do? Obviously, we're not in the situation, so we can't speak specifically to what we would do, but I think it's a good thing to dissect these situations just because there's a lot that could have gone wrong, especially for the guy who pulled the gun, because if there was a cop around, he probably would have asked, well, do you feel like your life was in danger? Did he pull a gun? Did he charge you? Did he have a weapon in his hand? There's going to be a lot of stuff that you're going to have to try to defend there. Now, if you watch it slowly here, you can see the guy who's hitting this woman start to charge at this guy. And at the very last second, we can't see it as soon as he points the gun, but it looks like he's got something in his hand, almost looks like he's cocking something. So if that's the case, I think he's 100% justified pulling the gun in that situation and defending himself. His daughter, it looks like his wife was there. But the other end of this is, at what point can you use deadly force to save someone else? Was she legitimately in fear for her life? Or was it just, I don't know, a couple fighting and she's staying in an abusive relationship and never wants to press charges on the guy? Because those relationships do exist. It's really hard to say because at the end, they're walking back to their vehicle like they're a normal couple again. Oh, just get back in the vehicle, I'm good.
Right now!
Go. Let's go. You want to get on the back of my bike? Come on, it's okay.
Don't keep walking up to me! Go. Get her out of here, right now.
I love you, Dad.
I love you, bub.
Everything's alright.
So I think the last thing to consider on something like this is what happens if he actually did try to shoot at the guy because he thought he had something in his hands or he was trying to save the woman from being killed. It looks like he said the guy had his hand around her neck. In simpler times, I think the guy would have been fine. I think he could have just been like, yeah, It looked like he was trying to kill her, and I pulled my gun and I shot him because women are usually defenseless against men when it comes to stuff like that. But unfortunately, we don't live in simpler times. Depending on where this is at, they would probably say, well, you shot a unarmed person, or you just shot a person in cold blood. Who knows what these DAs make up? Who knows what these woke court systems do nowadays? And it's one of the reasons why I recommend attorneys on retainer to everyone. It's honestly one of the most important things that I pay into monthly, and here's how it works. If you shoot somebody in self-defense, you call attorneys on retainer, they have a 24/7 hotline. You speak with an attorney as soon as you call in. That way you have attorney-client privilege, and they can't use that phone call against you as evidence. Then they represent you at the bail hearing. They have bail coverage. They work on any deals before a trial happens. If you don't want to take a deal, they will represent you at trial, expert witnesses, all of the costs involved at no cost to you. And one of the best parts about it is if you lose or you take a deal at any point, they're not asking for all their money back like some of these other insurance companies have in their contract. So we're giving you all $50 off your individual sign-up fee. There's going to be a link and code below the video. Situations like this happen. It's hard to judge them, but if you don't have attorneys on retainer on your side, it could end up being a humongous legal bill. Make sure you're protected.